everybody, it's me Julia Riley, and today I am back with a new video. So today I decided to film a book wrap-up because this month I read 2 books and they're really different and they're really amazing. So today I want to talk about River of Fire by Mary Jo Putney and Warcraft by Christy Golden. So let's get started with the Warcraft. I definitely enjoyed reading this book. It is pretty similar to the movie, but obviously has more scenes here. And it is really strange actually, because usually movies are based on books, but here the book is based on movie. And that's strange. Maybe they filmed these scenes but they didn't put them into the movie. So there are some really good scenes here, like I was shocked. I'm not going to tell you like a summary of it because I'm sure you've seen the movie. Everything I want to say is that it is amazing, it is interesting. There's a subscriber that keeps telling me that the cover looks so scary. Actually no, because this is a man and this is an orc, and actually Dorotan isn't bad at all. He's a very good character. I also like Lothar, he's also a good built character, but my favorite is definitely Khadgar. He's a young magician, and I think this story is mostly based on everything Khadgar does because he is the hero in the end. So this is everything I will tell you about this book. Also, I can say that, I don't know, I think this is the first book, but there is another one, you can see it here. It's about Dorotan and his wife and like their life story and how they came to this like situation where their world is going to die. Because here they already traveled to Azeroth, the world where Lothar lives, so humans, dwarves, elves and many other creatures. Yep. So I wanna search for this book and buy and read it. Next book I wanna talk is River of Fire by Mary Jo Putney. I have this book in Romanian here, but in general I can say Mary Jo Putney is one of my favorite writers because she's amazing. The way she writes is really cool. And what's interesting is that usually she writes books like in series without telling them. Because when some authors write in series, you like have to read the first, the second, the third, like everything like this. But she writes them in such a way that you don't need to buy the whole series. Like you can read the 5th book and then the first, and like the stories are kind of connected. I mean, the heroes, for example, here is the story of Kenneth Wilding and Rebecca Seaton. But there might be another book about their friends, and still like you'll understand like the story that Rebecca and Kenneth, their story, and their friends have another story and they're connected and such stuff. Like books are really connected in an interesting way. So the main hero is not Rebecca, she's the second character. The main hero I think is Kenneth, who is a soldier and he has to spy Rebecca's father. So Rebecca's father, Anthony, is in a long fight with his brother because of his wife, and the reason why is because Marcus had to marry, I forgot her name, Helen. So he had to marry Helen and they were engaged, but then Helen meets Anthony, who is Rebecca's father, and they leave their homes and they decide to marry, and they marry. So Anthony is an artist, he draws amazing portraits, and in general he's a well-known man in England, and especially in London. And Rebecca looks pretty much like her mother but has the character of her uncle. And that was actually strange because I kind of thought maybe she might be the daughter of of her uncle, but actually that's impossible because in the end we find out the truth. Marcus thinks that Rebecca's father, Anthony, killed Helen because she fell down from a kind of a top of a mountain, but not like a top. So it's not a suicide. They think it was an accident, but still. And Marcus wants Kenneth to go and work as a secretary and find out the truth. And Kenneth falls in love with this girl. She has a bad reputation, kind of, but actually it was just a mistake. And lately you'll find out why it happened if you read the book, obviously. And so we fall in love and they even argue because of the fact that she finds out that Kenneth is a spy and that he thinks that Rebecca's father killed her mother. But in the end, everything is fine, they will get married and everything will be amazing. So you have definitely to read this book because it's interesting, especially if you are a girl. It's going to be like a good book for you, but I don't think it's really good for boys. For example, Warcraft is good for both genders, for example, for guys and for girls, because it's kind of fantasy, but this one is a novel about a love story, so I don't know. But it's also kind of like related to art and kind of a little of detective story. So that's it. I read this month only 2 books, but they've been amazing. I read first Warcraft and then this book, and I can say I'm in love with them. And actually I didn't read for such a long period of time, and reading these 2 books kind of inspired me to set a goal. And since that day I'm planning to buy a new book every month and read it and film a wrap-up video. Or if I buy maybe 2 or 3 books, it'll be like a book haul video and then a wrap-up, so it depends. Okay, that's it. I wish you enjoyed watching this video. If yes, put some thumbs up. Also check out my other videos about modeling, and if you have questions about modeling, because there are some people who have questions, girls especially, you can ask them on Facebook and messages. I'm always answering people, or maybe I'll film a video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye!